Welcome to today's video where we'll explore a topic many of us have noticed. Why do the products we buy today seem to be of lower quality than they used to be? We'll dive into the reasons and factors that have led to this change, and how big companies have shifted their standards to meet modern market demands. In the past, manufacturing was mainly done manually, relying on skilled craftsmanship and high-quality materials. The main goal was to produce durable products that served their purpose well. Over time, with technological advancements, manufacturing processes became more efficient but often at the cost of quality. Today's manufacturing processes are highly automated and tech-driven, which boosts productivity and lowers costs. However, this shift has resulted in faster production lines and cheaper products, sometimes at the expense of quality compared to what we saw in the past. When discussing manufacturing, there are three key pillars: functionality, appearance, and manufacturability. Functionality refers to the product's purpose, appearance relates to the product's visual appeal, and manufacturability concerns the ability to produce the product efficiently and cost-effectively. In the past, companies prioritized functionality, but with increasing market competition, the focus has shifted towards appearance and manufacturability. For instance, today's smartphones may look impressive but may not perform as well as older models did. With rising market competition, companies are compelled to cut costs to maintain profits. According to a 2019 Deloitte report, about 70% of global brands manufacture their products in China. The main reason for this is the lower labor and production costs, which help companies offer products at competitive prices. However, China and India aren't the only countries attracting global companies. Other nations like Vietnam, Bangladesh, and Malaysia are also becoming popular manufacturing hubs. For example, Vietnam has seen significant growth in manufacturing due to its low labor costs and developed infrastructure. However, these lower costs can sometimes lead to lower product quality, as companies may use cheaper materials and less ideal production techniques. Today's companies heavily rely on optical illusion to make their products look better than they actually are. This approach involves designing products to be visually appealing through external appearance, packaging, or even marketing. According to a study by the University of Michigan, 80% of purchasing decisions are based on a product's appearance. A prime example of optical illusion is the difference between a burger in an advertisement and the one you get in the restaurant. Advertisements often show a perfect burger with a well-cooked patty, fresh vegetables, and a neatly stacked bun, while the actual product may look much less appetizing. This discrepancy isn't by chance, but a result of sophisticated marketing practices that involve designing and photographing the burger in a non-traditional way. In reality, there are specialized roles in food photography for advertisements, where non-edible materials like varnish and food coloring are used to make the food look its best. Often, the burger shown in ads isn't even real, but meticulously assembled with artificial elements to mimic the ideal look, with the sole aim of attracting consumers and creating a perfect mental image of the product. This type of marketing increases the gap between what we expect and what we actually get, leading to consumer disappointment after purchase. Consumer engineering is a strategy used by companies to design products that encourage frequent repurchases. This concept relies on a deep understanding of consumer behavior and psychological desires. One prominent example is planned obsolescence, where products are designed to become obsolete after a certain period, forcing consumers to buy new ones. This model is not only beneficial for companies in terms of profit, but also creates a never-ending cycle of continuous consumption. For instance, smartphone batteries that lose efficiency after 2 or 3 years force consumers to buy new phones instead of just replacing the battery. It has become common for many global brands to manufacture their products in China or India. These countries offer lower production costs due to cheap labor and advanced infrastructure. However, other countries are also seeing growth in manufacturing, such as Vietnam, Bangladesh, and Malaysia. While these countries can produce large quantities of products at acceptable quality, the primary focus remains on cost reduction, which can lead to the use of lower quality materials or less ideal production techniques. For example, in Bangladesh, there are concerns about working conditions in garment factories, which can impact product quality. Ultimately, consumers end up paying for this shift by purchasing products that may look good but do not last as long. In addition to the factors mentioned, we should consider our own behavior as consumers. Nowadays, we often buy more products than we actually need and quickly discard them. According to a study by McKinsey, 60% of consumers admit to buying products they don't truly need, which leads to increased waste and production. A report from the European Environment Agency found that individual clothing consumption has increased by 40% in the past 2 decades, while 85% of clothing is discarded annually without being recycled. This trend towards excessive buying puts a significant strain on natural resources and contributes to environmental pollution. In conclusion, the products we buy today may not be of the same quality as in the past due to various factors related to cost, production, and consumer engineering, along with our increasing consumption habits. But the real question is, are we as consumers willing to sacrifice quality for lower-priced products? Or do we need to rethink our purchasing decisions? Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell icon to stay updated with our latest content.